Okay, how to pay? Okay, sorry guys. I know there are some questions here. I need to stop it. I need to talk about the breakfast already. Okay, guys. I think give you a reminder. Okay, maybe this thing, I think I didn't even talk about this. Okay, we talk about bread, we talk about the oats, Quaker oats, we talk about the multi-grain drinks and things like this, right? And we talk about the bread with the wheat. It's still okay because it's still it have expiry date, but it's the margarine, it's the peanut butter that you eat with it that is not healthy. It have a trans fat and then it cause damage to your blood capillary system. We talk about the oats because of the agricultural practices. The demand is so high for the oats. They are using excessive pesticide, insecticide. So there is a residual chemical that is hurting your body and that increase the cholesterol. So oats supposed to reduce the cholesterol, but the recent study, they start to have saying that the oat actually pro-inflammation. It's not the oat problems, it's the chemical residual problem. And we talk about the nuts, the grain drinks. And I'm saying that, you know, since the last time when we do the mihu, like last time when we were young, the congee, they use some grains become powder, and then our parents keep cooking in a pot, keep cooking for 5 minutes until become a very thick items, right? Like a porridge but brown color, and then we drink it, right? But now it become only hot water and then you drink it. You either you cook black sesame paste, you cook walnut paste, you are cook how they are doing is they need to cook the black sesame first. They roast the walnut first. They have to steam the almond first before they become those paste like zimahu, black sesame paste at the Hong Kong dessert. But now the 38 grain multi-grain drinks, put hot water, 2-3 minutes, cook already. It's not possible. It's completely define the logic. This is why it causes even more inflammation because your body are not trained to eat a uncooked grains, not cooked with the hot water. Okay. So now, okay, let me ask you one more question, right? So now when we eat white bread, we always eat with butter, eat with margarine, eat with peanut butters and jam, something like this, right? When you go to overseas, let's say you take Emirates or Qatar Airway, right? When they give you bread, what are the things that they serve you? You go to Europe, also the same thing. You go to Europe, you eat a lot of bread because European is one of the huge consumption of bread. Early in the morning, 5 o'clock, they have bread already. So what do they eat the bread with? You go to the planes, they always serve you with it. What do they serve you with the bread? Butter, butter jam, butter, olive oil, cheese, butter, butter. Wow, Xiu Feng. Xiu Feng definitely take business class one. Okay, it's balsamic vinegar and olive oil. Okay, you go everywhere in the Europe, it's always about olive oil. They like butter a lot, but olive oil is something that they cannot live without. Okay, and balsamic vinegar is the same thing. So you see, when you take bread, you have olive oil, which is very high in polyphenol, high antioxidants, and you have balsamic vinegar, which is very good for digestion, have a lot of enzyme inside. It helps you to break down whatever things inside the bread. But when you take peanut butter and those margarine, right, it's not in the same concept already. You get the idea? So this is what I want you to know. It's not the bread problems. It's what we eat with the bread that contribute to the problem. In the Europe, you see, they also eat a lot of bread, but they're okay because they take so much of olive oil. You know, I have a friend, European, who recommend me different brand of olive oil. They drink olive oil 1 to 2 teaspoon a day. Oh my god, don't you think very oily? But for them, it's a joy. Say, wow, when you take this olive oil, you have spiciness over here. You can smell the freshly cut grass smell. I say, oh my god, you guys are crazy. But after I fall in love with olive oil, I also do the same thing, like, especially with the sourdough. So I want to let you know, ancient eating habits is a bit cut and paste. People eat bread, we also eat bread, but we eat with butter, we eat with kaya, which come with a lot of preservative. People, Chinese ancient like Hong Kong, they take grains like black sesame, they cook it to become a paste. We only use hot water. So today I want to talk to you a few breakfast choice. Okay, I'm going to simplify for you. Two choice in front of you. The first choice is half-boiled eggs. Very easy. You buy the eggs, you buy a cooker, set to hard-boiled eggs. Morning you wake up, put 2 eggs, gao dim. 12 minutes later, you have a hard-boiled eggs already. But there are some people who don't like hard-boiled eggs. You don't like the taste of it because of the fishy smell. Some people, they have a very weak bowel. When you take hard-boiled eggs, you call outside. Okay? I don't deny there are people like this. Any one of you here really don't like hard-boiled egg, or when you take hard-boiled eggs, right, you outside one, you type 333. Any one of you here, you type 333. Don't worry one, it's okay. I just want to let people know. You say, I really don't like the taste. It's very fishy. Or you some people, when you take it, right, you feel very uneasy one. Well, only JC po are amazing. Okay, yeah, this is right. There will be people like this one. Okay, so I used to recommend a half-boiled egg because I am a lover of half-boiled eggs. Okay, and over the time I realized that because the quality of the eggs is not so good already. I even got fake eggs last time, you know. So now I'm looking for a new breakfast formula where people can take it very easy, and I need to focus on the grain. You need to be multi-grain. The idea of using multi-grain is good because since we are young, do you remember those mihu? Okay, with some powders, with all the grains, either the rice lah, some nuts some seeds they grind into the powder, and then your mom cook it with water and then keep stirring on the hot pot, keep on stirring, and then feed it with you. Do you remember? If remember, you type 333. If you remember, type 333. They call mihu. I don't know Chinese. Maybe I don't know what is the name. Maybe a rice paste or something. Remember, right? Okay, guys. I want you guys to eat back this food. I want you guys to go back to what our body is supposed to absorb, which is the grain. But you need to cook it like a paste, like what we used to do. Okay, so I found a brand that is very, very affordable. I have been taking and I love it. It's organic, more than 10 over 12 grains, and many is ancient grains like millets inside, horse gram is inside, and it's from organic farm. Why I'm so sure it's organic? Because this is a charitable organization. It's not really for profit, although they need profit to run, but in the sense that they are not like distribution like this. Everything from the farm, from the packaging, and then from the delivery, all by under the same foundation. And I have tasted it. The moment you buy it, the moment you open, you smell the grain smell. The fragrance is so strong. You know this grain they harvest at the right time. They didn't harvest it earlier. Because even harvest a grain earlier, right, you don't have the fragrance one. So I'm going to share with you this brand. Okay. I'm going to show you the price also. I have no any financial interest in this company. But I think that this is a gift that I need to share it with you. I want to take charge for your breakfast first. If I can take charge of your breakfast, if I can make sure you take the grain right in the breakfast, you take all the multivitamins, all the mineral from the grain itself. Grain have a lot of mineral, a lot of copper in grains actually. And if you can have most of the micro minerals, trace mineral in the morning, the first meal, I have no worry about other things already. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay, so these things is more for Indian recipe. Okay, because is one of the biggest exporter of a lot of grains. So, and okay, and okay, and this brand is by Isha Foundation. Okay, it's called Sanjivani. Okay, let me run through some of the Sanjivani story about it. Okay, okay. This is a blend of 9 different millets, lentils, grains, and nuts. Isha Life Sanjivani is an energy-rich food providing essential vitamins. So this Sanjivani is nothing very very difficult a way to cook it. You just need to cook for 5 minutes. So I'm going to open the Singapore one. So what you do is you go to Singapore, Isha Singapore. If you are in Singapore, okay, you go to Isha Life Singapore. You go for look for this price, okay. Anyone is fine. For me, I'm taking this Sanjivini multigrain health drinks. So I also take the instant drink also, but anything is fine. Anything is fine. But you look at the price, $7 or $10 is the same. This is able to let you to have about 1 month. So this one 500 grams, right? You can eat it for 30 days. Eat for 30 days, organic, no trace of pesticide, healthy, packed with nutrient, packed with mineral is only $10 for 30 days. Do you think it's very cheap? Do you think it's very, if you think it's a little bit catch out of surprise, sure or not, Jinlong? You recommend a breakfast for us every day only 30 cents. Do you think this will catch your surprise? You type 555. For Singapore lah, Malaysia also later I will give you through. So let me run you through. This special drink is your grandmother lovingly made, aroma spreading throughout the house. Let me tell you, my mom used to cook this when I'm young. And this is a very comfort food for me because I used to be very bad digestion. Every time when my grandmom cooked this, right, when my mother cook it, right, I just feel different. I feel more energetic. I feel better. My stomach get better. The nutty, earthy deliciousness hijacking your senses. Sanjivini can make you experience the warm, fuzzy nostalgia again. Exactly what you are going to feel. Guys, I want you to celebrate your breakfast with a very nostalgic in love feeling. This is what I do every morning. Okay, later I'm going to run you through my day-to-day rhythm. Okay. Millet multigrain from across India come together to make Sanjivini, a wholesome health drink can take an instant to prepare. Made with a select Indian spices, this has a warmly comforting taste your grandma will approve of. Whatever it is. Okay, so 100%. Okay, so high salt protein whatsoever. Power of 12 superfood, millet, lentil grain, and nut is the most nutritious, blah, 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 complete meal. It have everything already. You have everything already. Okay. Okay, so here he also say that you can use hot water, but don't use this way. I will teach you how to do. I have also tried to use hot water. It doesn't feel that good. It's better for you to cook it. So I'm going to give you this link. I want you guys, for those of you who really have no time, what to eat, you don't know what to eat, you know your body is not healthy, you start to take this. Okay, so now we go to the Malaysia website. Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay, so for Malaysia, the instant finish already. So you will take the Sanjivini multigrain, 38 ringgit. So it's about 1 ringgit 30 cent per breakfast. 1 ringgit 30 cent per breakfast. Do you think it's very cheap for Malaysian? 1 ringgit 30 cent, you have all these kind of good things together, organic, from their own farm, have all kind of purified blood, mineral richness, contribute to the organs, rich iron, high calcium from the grain itself, high protein, whole grains, lentil and nuts. If you think 1 ringgit 30 cent is really, really, really cheap, you type 555. It's cheap already, you type 555. Breakfast for 1 ringgit 30 cent, even cheaper than 2 eggs. I want you guys to start to take this. Okay, I want you to take this very seriously. Start from the food. Don't buy any other things. Don't buy any. I know when you go to a certain store, you like to explore everything, right? Don't worry. You follow my footstep. I know you all got money. I know you guys are anxious to have a lot of result. When you go through this, they got what neem powders, curcumin, things like this. You don't need all this at the moment. Follow my footstep. Is that okay or not? You follow. I know when you go to the store, I know you guys got money at your age, but the problem is all these things adds up. It confuses your system more than helping. Like those people who take so much of supplement. Can you guys promise me to follow my footsteps? Just start with the breakfast first, with these grain drinks, follow my way to cook it. We start with this. And then you listen to my recommendation for the next step. Is it okay or not? You can type 333. Don't go. I know since I want to pay for the shipping, I need this, the clothing, everything you also buy. Please don't. I just want you to start with this. Okay, I know my customer very, very well. So we start with this. So this is what you do. Okay, you all know better than me. because you guys might cook it for your children before, your mom has cooked it for you. So you cook about 250 milliliter of water, okay? About 1 glass of water, you cook it. When you boil it, right? You boil it. You use another bowl with maybe 50 ml of water only. You put 2 spoonful, not teaspoon, 2 spoonful of the Sanjivini mixed together until it become a paste. Because if boiling water, you immediately put the powder inside, it will clog together. So you need to put into additional a bowl of water a little bit just to make it into the paste so that it have a more uniform texture before you put into the boiling water. When you put into the boiling water, then you start to mix it. You mix it for 5 minutes. Put the alarm clock. I want you to cook minimum 5 minutes. Okay. After you put the 5 minutes, it should be very thick. Like last time, you know those cereal kind of paste. It's very thick. It's very fragrant, and then you are ready to drink already. I take 10 minutes to cook it until I finish it. Okay, normally fast I take only 10 minutes. Sometimes I take my time, maybe it take 15 minutes. So 15 minutes is all I need to cook my own breakfast. I have all the grain energy, I have all the protein, calcium, iron, all the trace mineral, everything from the organic source at 1 ringgit 30 cents. Do you think this is the perfect formula for our today society? If you think yes, type 555. If you think wow, this is perfect, I think until now you guys can't believe, right? There can be such a source of breakfast with all the things that we want. We want it fast. We want it fresh. But we go outside, all the kali meat, only 5-6 ringgit and all kind of additive. But now I can cook my way. Something that my grandma, my ancestor have been eating at 1 ringgit 30 cents. Guys, this you guys will be the first thing that you guys are very grateful is about LifeWay patches. The second thing is about this already. Okay, you need a breakfast boost. Don't do intermittent fasting. Breakfast is the most important thing. Okay, if you are someone who don't eat, okay, Lee, like I know about your health issue just now. No wonder you cannot do intermittent fasting. You cannot skip breakfast right now. Breakfast is most important for you to get the kidney. You have to do this in the breakfast. So 15 minutes is all you need. You no matter how busy you are, you just take 15 minutes. You cook it yourself. You enjoy it yourself. You just take the 15 minutes. Your day is done already. Food taken care of. Okay. So start with this first. I don't know how many stock they have, but this was a very under promoted product is because they are not selling for profit. This organization is more like a yoga institution. That means they provide yoga classes again. Don't need to go for those yoga classes. Okay. If one day it needs, although Davis Smith also recommend yoga, my wife is a yoga teacher. Okay. My wife is the one who introduced me to this foundation because the master of this foundation is my wife guru. So when I learned about the teaching from them, it's also about light, but they are using a very ancient way of bringing the light to the body, doing yoga. But LifeWay using a high technological way, using a LifeWay patches. So there are similarity, but LifeWay work much faster. So if you have money, the first is always LifeWay patch. And if you are thinking about all the supplements, you don't need all of them. You just need a good breakfast because what you need in the early in the morning is the warmth into the stomach, the grain, the kongi, the warmth going into the stomach. And then it's grain, which our stomach as an ancient, we have centuries of a habit to digest the grains already. And this grain must be well harvested organically, no trace of insecticide and pesticide, so your body can break down all the nutrients properly without causing inflammation to the body system, and then you are done for the day because you are eating in the daytime. So the all the mineral and calorie that you are taking, you have entire day to slowly absorb the nutrients. Okay, so take it. You all don't need to take eggs already. When you take this, you don't need to take eggs already. Okay, if you really like eggs, no problem. But if you really don't want to eat eggs, right, that is fine. Okay, so what you cannot eat? Okay, if you are someone who cannot eat nuts, right? Okay, you can take this because a lot of you who got allergic to nuts, most probably is because the nuts have mold already. You are buying from outside. This got no problem. Okay, but try it out. It doesn't cost a lot of money, $10 for 1 month. If you take it one today, you feel very uncomfortable, throw it away, it's fine. But I think you guys will be very surprised that how how much money that we have waste to buy all kind of meal replacement or supplements that actually cause more harm than us. A real food, a boring food is always a good food. Korean, take kimchi. You might think that how come every day eat kimchi is very boring leh? But is this boring food that keep the generation healthy for many, many years? Many happening food right now. The curry meat, the nasi lemak, the kueh tiao kia, the steamboat, the mala hot pot, everything is very fancy. But this fancy food is not what our body needs. Boring food is our body's food. Do you agree with this statement? Do you agree with this statement? It's always the boring food is the body's food. When we were young, my mother cooked some porridge. It's a boring food. It cooks certain cereal paste. It's boring food, but this is the food that our body needs. But we get so in tune into what our mind desire that what our body needs. I want to bring back this importance to you. I want you to eat what your body needs. The rest of the day, whatever you want to eat, maybe I got no control, but at least the breakfast, I want to hold it so tightly. Especially when you already have the patch, when you have the right breakfast. The next thing I want to share with you is I need additional 5 minutes from you to do some simple exercise to kickstart the digestion. So we have the patch to activate from internal. I'm going to share with you certain practices to externally activate the digestion. You guys will be invincible. Exciting or not? Exciting this way? We got the patch. Now we'll give more education, some breakfast choices, and then some small exercise. It take maybe at most with the breakfast, maybe 20-30 minutes a day. You are done for the day already. You can go outside, maximize the life result. You can get healthier.